Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali, spiritual consultant and real estate businessman. Remember, for those of you that are having spiritual problem, feel free to contact me. Those of you who have properties to sell or looking for a property to buy, you can also contact me. You can get me at 339-1670. That is my cell phone. You can also call my office at 237-3135 from after 9, Monday to Friday. I want to say a special good night to you viewers of Real Talk, Trinidad and Tobago, up the Caribbean and around the globe. It's Monday night tonight. It's the first night in a new week. I hope that you all are safe. Friends and families didn't end up in the police station or get an accident or even been convicted to prison today, because over the last couple of weeks we have been seeing our commissioner doing his thing, you know, pressing on with the police force, making sure Trinidad and Tobago is safe, making sure that the streets are safe. So we owe it to our commissioner. And the Christians have also ventured to Facebook telling the public to keep our commissioner in prayer, because he is doing a very, very good work in making sure that we get justice, making sure our citizens are safe, making sure Trinidad and Tobago are safe. Those individuals that feel that they are above the law, he is letting them know that, hey, I am coming at you. You are not too big, you are not too small. As long as you interfere with the law and you break the law, I am coming for you. Now, if you guys remember, those of you who choose to advertise on Real Talk, you can contact my office at 237-3135, or you can contact me at 339-1670. Remember, viewers, you can see a Real Talk on Facebook, like our page, even subscribe to TT Real Talk on YouTube. You know, I do enjoy coming in the presence of your living room, on your phone, some of you lying down on your bed in your bedroom. I do enjoy coming and spending this 1 hour with you, sharing my knowledge with you, the people and the viewers of Real Talk. Now, viewers, as we are moving on now, we're going straight to our Minister of Health, Mr. Terence Dialsing. Our Minister, Mr. Terence Dialsing, has reported that over 4,068 are mentally unstable, and the majority of the cases from depression or depression related. Now listen to this, viewers. I want to ask you the question, and feel free to call in 237-3135. What causes depression? Because apparently, what is there in place to deal with citizens that have been depressed? Is there any institute in Trinidad and Tobago? Is there any phone line that you can call? Caller, good night. Caller, you there? Hello? Guess we lost that. Now, depression, this causes suicide. Depression, this causes robbery. Depression, this causes us to mentally go astray, walk the streets, commit all different type of acts. That is depression. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Ali. I had an incident Sunday morning. As I see the Alsing on I still put them up there. Sunday morning, Kuva, my mother, she got a pain in she belly. I read Kuva casualty 3:30 Sunday morning. 3:30, 10 to 6. no doctor, nobody had come to see my mother. I had 3 patients when I reach here. I take my mother there and carry she by Rampasar in the nursing home. Rampasar in Freeport. When I reach here, the doctor told me there, if I leave my mother in that in Cuba casualty, she would have get a stroke because she pressure reached high.
Okay.
And I had to go and pay a medical bill in that nursing home now. And I stayed 3.5 hours there with my mother.
Wow.
And this man, I just showing him in the TV there because I didn't know he showing him. Say he's the best helper ever. this man you had it. Poor people have to suffer under him, you know. Suffer, poor people suffering.
This happened in Cuba?
Cuba. If you want me to call him back and give him a name and everything, I can tell you what time I reach here. My mother called me 3:10 Sunday morning. I reach here 3:30. Because
leave your name and number with my operator. I will get in touch with you tomorrow.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, my friend. Is there any institute for people that's suffering with depression? Because that seems to be a key factor in Trinidad and Tobago. Because depression is a serious, serious thing. You see, what these ministers need to understand, yes, he is the Minister of Health. That is your portfolio. But this is the thing that people need. They want to know that, hey, if I am depressed or I feel like I'm going to commit suicide, there's a line that we can call. I just do a lot of counseling. A lot of counseling. Depression, suicidal, boyfriend meeting girlfriend, family want to break up. On a daily basis, I see people concerning these matters. Now, Trinidad and Tobago, we are going downhill where a lot of people are losing work. A lot of people's properties are being repossessed. A lot of the people, their cars are being repossessed. And depression have been hitting Trinidad and Tobago very, very hard. Caller, good night.
Good night.
Go right ahead.
Yes, Saieed. This health thing in this country is worse because when you go to the health office, no tablets. You can't get metformin. You can't get pressure tablets.
True.
You can get coffee tablet where you get into the health center you have to buy. And this health problem in Trinidad is getting worse and worse than ever.
It is escalating.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, my friend. You see, yes, our minister identified, okay, 4,000 people. But you see, the thing is, when you pick up your portfolio, your job is to find out, okay, I am the Minister of Health. This is my portfolio. What exactly are there in place for the people? Is there a depression line? Is there a suicidal line? Is there a family line? Caller, good night.
Hi, good night, sir.
Go right ahead.
I went into a state of depression and suicide almost a year now. It has not completely left me, and I call all these institutions and never receive a phone call, nor help, nor a visit.
Okay.
Up till this day. You know who helped me? I called 999. I went to the closest police station, and they helped me.
Wow.
Imagine that the institutions that we have instituted to call people to help was not there. You have an institution says Lifeline. I had the rope around my neck, and I called that number umpteen times and no answer. I could have jumped, but God spoke to me, and I was able to call the police, and they counseled me and they helped me. And guess what? The police calls every week to make sure that me and my 2 daughters are okay.
Thank God for that.
All right? And so you continue that good job you're doing. This is a first-time caller, first-time viewer.
Welcome to
and I wish you all the best, and you continue to do what you're doing good, and I'll ask Trinidad and Tobago to support a good talk show.
Thank you, my friend. My friend, thank God that you are alive. And thank God that he whispered to you on time that you could have been able to call the police, and at the other end, they were able to receive. Thank God for that. You see, this is what the minister is supposed to put in place. Is there an institute? Because depression very soon will be hitting Trinidad and Tobago very hard. Very, very hard. And some of you will take it for granted. But committing suicide is a serious thing. Because when you reach out to somebody on a state where you know your mind flip, and there's no one there, you will commit the act. You will commit that act. Now, moving on a little, viewers. Residents of Palm Drive, of St. John Road in St. Augustine, discovered waste was likely from a private hospital. They were dumped. Waste from a private hospital was dumped. And the people, the notes that they were seeing, it came from an institute not far. So just imagine, that institute, instead of it, they go to the dump to dump their rubbish. They went in a back street. Dumped their garbage, and people from the area recognize the institute. Private hospital, wow. So just imagine, you are a private hospital, and you cannot even pay to dispose of your trash. Why are you running? Simple things like these. And this happened off the St. John Road in St. Augustine. So just imagine, so Minister of Health, you are in charge of the health sector in Trinidad and Tobago, and a private institute that falls under health. So if you can get someone to go down and look at it and charge the institute for dumping their garbage, siding the road, it will help. But I will keep you all up to date concerning this matter. Caller, good night.
Good night, Saeed. Good program as usual.
Thank you.
Well, this country, we will have more depression until we get rid of this PNM government. So there will be more depression from now until 2020. And to alleviate this depression, we must get rid of PNM government once and for all, followed by the UNC government. We will put them back and let me see what changes they're going to make. Now, under the UNC, don't forget, counterfeit drugs was flourishing in this country. So people get more sick with the counterfeit drugs that this people was bringing in here and selling to the citizens of this country. So we had to get rid of all of them and bring people who will look after the well-being of the nation. Thank you very much, Saeed.
Thank you, my friend. Viewers, we are going for a short break, but stay locked on. This is Real Talk. I am Saieed Ali. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali. Consultant and investor businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Caller, good night.
Yes, good night.
Go right ahead.
Good night, Said.
Go right ahead. You're live on Real Talk.
Yes. Said,
Yes.
about Gary. Gary didn't do Marshall Matano nothing for wearing the outfit. How come? And a little child in the airport one time came in with a camouflage outfit, and they stripped the child naked. And why Marshall should break the law? So the law is for people and nothing for somebody else.
Thank you, my friend. Now, the only way Marshall could wear that is if he have gotten permission to wear it during a song. And I hope he did, because the whole country was looking at him. Caller, good night.
Yeah, good night, Mr. Said.
Go right ahead.
Get somebody.
Hello, are you there? Hello? I guess we lost that. Now, viewers, switching from health a little. Days after the two boys fell into the oil well, the government and specialists are working with the Geological Society to map oil seeps throughout Trinidad. You see, this is the thing, eh? The company that left that oil well open supposed to be charged. They're supposed to be charged because that is negligence. Let's say someone wasn't there at the time. What would have happened? What about when that young boy ran for help? No one was there. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night, Mr. Said. How could you get somebody to address depression when the whole country is depressed already? I got an appointment from a Rima clinic to go to Mount Hope to get an X-ray for my head. The appointment was for 2 years. The Ministry of Health want people of this country to die.
Thank you. 2 years the appointment was for? Wow. You see, this is where Trinidad and Tobago... Now, we have our Commissioner Gary is trying to make Trinidad and Tobago safe. So why isn't our health minister doing something about health? Why isn't our ministry in Minister in Works and Transport isn't doing anything about the roads? Why isn't custom putting better scanners in place to make sure illicit drugs don't come in through the port? Caller, good night.
Hello, good night. Said,
Go right ahead.
go down in where these people didn't get their money yet now.
Greenville.
All these people from since the flood. Go and help these people, man. Get them out from their house. You know, these people don't like to go and protest and things. Eh? You know, them Indian and them wouldn't go and protest, you know. Get them to go with a placard in front of Rowley office and protest. Greenville get the money just a minutes after. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. You see, this is what I have been saying, you know. From the time I have launched this program, is that the people have to understand that they have the power, you know. You see me coming here, nobody ain't shutting my mouth, you know. Nobody ain't coming to say, well, they're going to shoo in this one is because he have authority and they could shut down side. What? Listen to this, viewers. Friday gone. Guys, put back up the picture with the road, the drain. Friday gone, I highlight a matter in my village. I am living at number 14, Tahadil Street, Pierre Road in Charlieville. This is my house here. I highlighted the councillor for the area, Faik Mohammed. Friday night, I aired this. All the listeners carefully, you know. Guys, come back to me. I am not going to apologize for what I am saying. They say live good with your neighbor. Because if something happened to you, your neighbor is the first one to come. One of 5 workers, listen carefully, and then we go know the kind of duncy head people running this country. One of his workers visited my neighbor. To start with, the neighbor didn't highlight it. To start with, the neighbor did not highlight it. You wanted to meet? Call Saieed, 3391670. The whole world have my number. Listen to this, viewers. This worker of this councillor, Faik Mohammed, came to the neighbor and telling the neighbor, all you mustn't highlight things like these. Really? Like I said, the neighbor did not highlight it. I, Saieed Ali, highlighted because what you are seeing is in front of my house. That's the condition of the drain. So don't go by the neighbor and say the neighbor say so. I telling you that. If you are the councillor for the area, my drain want cleaning. And from Tahadil Junction was straight down the street. It want cleaning. And then the worker, listen now man. Then the worker up and tell them, all you mustn't do things like that. Because you know the councillor could forget all your, come back to me guys. The councillor could forget them. What the councillor failed to realize. What the councillor failed to realize and the ministers failed to realize, you need the people's support. I do business, I really do business, how much business or contract you have in a partner. My business is that you're the councillor, you're representing the area, I'm calling on you to fix my drain. Here you just now you want to take the mayor position, but that will be a different story. It's a different fire going to be raising. It's a different fire. Caller, good night.
Good night, sir.
Go right ahead.
A very good program, sir. Keep it up.
Thank you.
I don't know why you go up for election, for the Minister of People. What I like to say, I like to advise on something, please. My father died and leave a property, right? Prime property, 10,000 square feet. Now we leave it on the 8 children name with one nephew. And I want to ask you, if he leave that land, what was on the land that time belongs to the children?
Yes.
Right, well, I need to come in and see you because the fabricator will 10 years after and put in 2 of the children name and take on my name. So
come and see me tomorrow. Call me tomorrow at 3391670.
Thank you very much, sir. I have my deal and everything, eh?
And we will deal with that.
Okay, thank you.
Just imagine. This man come by my neighbor and telling him we mustn't air thing like that. The neighbor didn't do it. It's Saieed Ali who did it. Come to me. I don't care if you're the bodyguard or the henchman or the guard dog. You don't bother with me. I am airing something that needs fixing in my community. And if the neighbor vexed, that is their problem. Mosquito should bite them and they should get malaria or something. We're talking about I shouldn't highlight it. It's people like Oleso who had a country like that. Caller, good night.
Yeah, good night.
Go right ahead.
I have a situation, right? The people in this country is not getting the tax return. And the government is giving money to the carnival, and we poor people cannot get our tax return. Plus that, the road in the country is bad.
Yes.
Right? And the medical in the hospital is not right neither. That's my comment. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. You see, when an individual could say, don't highlight things like that, let me tell you what you should do. Cover your head with a Marvin Gaye. Make sure you don't have no hole. And you must walk the road just so. That's what you must do. And you want to come at me? Guys, come back to me. All I want to come at me, I live at number 14 Tahadil Street, Pierre Road in Charleville. My phone number is 339-1670. Like I say, I do business. What business you have? The thing is, you are a counselor. You represent the people. That is what you represent. So don't send your guard dog to deliver no message. Like I said, if the villagers vex, mosquito should bite them and they should get malaria. I saying so. Because I don't like people to stand up for the right thing. When bandits run in all your house, all them mustn't go to the station, zip all them out and take all the licks and rob and stay quiet. Call her good night.
Good night, Saheed.
Go right ahead, my dear.
What I'm calling for, see that guy called Faiz Mohammed? He got a nasty attitude, I like to tell you.
Thank you, my friend. Watch me. When I get that news in my ears, I was, You're getting it tonight. Tonight is mash up Monday. From Fire Friday to mash up Monday. You cannot, let me tell you something. You and your worker, all you have to know what all you're doing. All you're representing the people. All you're representing the people. And when he come and say that to my neighbor, it tripped me. Because show back the clip of a neighbor drain. Not that one, the one where the water circling in front she drain. It had no place to run, watch. Stagnant water. And then I shouldn't highlight things like that. I for the people. But you all have to be mad, boy. That's why the state, the country, in a state. Because when you hear somebody say, you mustn't highlight that, they like what's going on. We are going for a short commercial break, but stay locked on. This is Real Talk. This is Saieed Ali. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali. Consultant and real estate businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
You know, viewers, I just want to touch on something. One day, I saw a Cayman in that same drain I was seeing in front of my house. A Cayman. When friends reach, I say, watch. Look what down in the drain. Right in them bushes right there. That's in front of my house. And I mustn't highlight that. That Good Friday. When mosquito bite me, and I get malaria, I must go and have to stand up or sit down 6 and 7 hours by the hospital to see a doctor. And then 3 hours now to get injection. And then 2 hours or 3 hours to get prescription full. And I must leave it Friday. So the worker fight. Boy. People like Olioso. People like Olioso. Put on a bandana and block all your eye and walk the road. I tell you on national television. Sad. Stink. You know what I call that? When you like stinkness. You don't care. You don't like stinkness. Boy. Shifting from that, viewers, a separate special selected committee on a sexual offense amendment bill. Oh boy. Now, viewers, this is my question to you. Do you think the name of these predators, I would say, do you think that their name should go public? Or do you think that their name should only be available to the police in the police station and not the people of Trinidad and Tobago? That is my question to you. Because apparently, people are having problems with their name being in the open. Apparently, people are having problems with that. Because I am saying, I want to know if John Doe is a sex offender as my neighbor. That is what I would want to know. And I am definitely sure each and every individual in Trinidad would want to make sure that their children, when going by the neighbor, they are safe. Now I understand it could cause violent behavior, violent action towards the offender. While you want to protect the offender, think about the victim. Think about the victim. You see, in Trinidad, when they get convicted for murder, the government mining them in prison. They're mining them in prison. You understand? It's okay to mine them in prison. But all you're complaining, all you're spending hundreds of millions of dollars mining convict prisoners. Think about the victim. Who's studying the victim? Anybody? They had to go through the rest of their lives facing death. Nobody is studying them. All they're studying to save the name. What about the victim? Huh? Who caring for them? None of all you. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Said.
Go right ahead, sir.
Right. This is another perfect example to show how backward this country is.
Yes.
Compared to all other countries in the world. When somebody commits a nasty act like that, they don't be ashamed of when they commit the act. They don't be ashamed of the person that is committing the act to. But when they get caught now, they are ashamed that they name God public. And is the big people in society are the ones who protecting these nasty people because they probably related in some way to them, or they are some person in society. Once you decide that you're going to commit any crime, you didn't supposed to be afraid or ashamed of when you get caught and your name publicized anywhere. And all over the world in developed countries, you see that's happening. Once you're a sex offender, you supposed to be, because that is not a normal crime, and that's sickness.
Boy.
You understand? And when somebody does something like that, and you have little children or girl child and think that this person is wrong, he would always be tempted and always have that urge to try this thing again.
Yes.
And if the parents and thing does not know who are these people, and then you hear they commit the act again, then you hear all kind of different story and different excuse they're making again. I say publish it, make it public, let everybody know the nastiness and them we have living in our society and who lives around and in our schools and our neighbors and things. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you, my friend. You see, Sophia Choate, I remember when this bill now came into Parliament, she was concerned about the identity of the individual. But she wasn't concerned about the victim. Now listen to this. You tell me if this doesn't make sense, and all the people sit down in that panel, you all tell me if this doesn't make sense, because I know you all are locked on. Now when that name goes public, when you made these names public, don't you think people or individuals that wants, listen carefully, that wants to pray, don't you think they will think twice? Don't you think that they will think twice? Think about it. You're not only being afraid to commit the act, but you're being afraid that your identity will be released worldwide. So think about that. That is a prevention before cure. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night.
Go right ahead.
I find you should have showed a picture on TV.
I would love to do that.
And I think they should have cut out the private part.
Well, that's a different part of the law. But I understand what you're saying.
Because you're playing with little children. That is not nice.
Thank you, my friend. So think about that. What you have there is an idea. That is an idea. It's prevention before cure. Release it. So people would understand that when I commit this act, my name and my photo going in every station, and it going on the media, and it going in the national papers. So you'll be stained for the rest of your life. Leave it to me. I give them the green light. But you know there's protocols to follow. So, to my good friend, the Attorney General, you are the AG of Trinidad and Tobago. I would like you to give the green light concerning this. Caller, good night.
Hi, good night.
Go right ahead.
The person who you showed just now, he don't need a Marvin Gaye, no, that expensive film, brown bag will work.
Thank you, my friend. No, but viewers, I tell you, I was disappointed. I was disappointed to hear that. We mustn't highlight these things. When somebody rob all you, don't go to the station. Don't look after the bandit. Don't even go after the bandit. Why are you going after the bandit for? Why are you highlighting that for? But let's sad, yes? Shifting from that a little bit, viewers. We're moving now to my good friend now, Minister of National Security, Minister Stuart Young. Now listen to what our Minister of Security had to say. National Security Minister is finalizing the process of getting guns for prison officers and also other officers. This is a move that I would also give the green light. Because let me tell you something. Lately we have seen where prison officers and their family are being shot at. Some are being murdered. Now listen to this, eh? If you're in the prison and a prisoner tell you, hey, turnkey, I will kill you so and so, take it serious, you know. Because we've seen prison officers' house, their car, their family life have been distorted because of threats from prison. And if you don't do what they say, well, lately we've been hearing that hits have been calling from inside the prison to the public. So do you think we should give them gun? Yes. Protect their families. Because they are among criminals who have no heart. Caller, good night.
Good night.
Hello?
Good night.
I think there's a problem with the connection with your line, sir. Maybe you can try back. That is one of the things that I would welcome that our Minister of National Security effectively put into place. Not just put into place, effectively put into place. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night, Said.
Go right ahead.
Said, you supporting them getting guns. But who does break the law in taking in all the illegal contraband inside of the prison? So when they take the people money and they cannot give them what they ask for, what will happen? They had a collar hit on them. So the officers corrupt just as well. So what you back in one side, you're talking just like the woman. With the perforate to them. All right.
Thank you, my friend. Now, this is where the prison officers have to understand, you know. Is either they're on the right side of the law or they're on the wrong side of the law. They have to understand that. Stuart Young intends to lay protection for prison officers that are also off duty. The legislation would be twofold: to protect the officers in increasing the sentence and fine of people who commit acts of violence against prison officers. And secondly, any narcotics and other illegal items into the prison compound will be dealt with increased fines and sentencing. Well done. Well done. You see, it's about high time that the Minister of National Security stop sitting down and warming the black chair and actually get down and do the work that you was required to do, because that is your position. Because for years now, for years now, prison officers have been demanding action. Caller, good night.
Yes, hello, good night.
Yes, go right ahead.
Yes, there's a lady working Ministry of Agriculture. She's going around scamming people for money for land, county land.
Okay.
And she's taking money from people, stating that she could get land transferred to them. I is one of the persons who got scammed also. There's a lady in Arima who she scammed thousands of dollars. So we want to know what to do, or come into your office, or what.
Call me tomorrow at 339-1670 and we will set up an appointment.
339-1670. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. And again, to Mr. Adish Mano of Mano Tradings, please contact me. Over the weekend, I was so busy that I hardly had a phone on me. But week start back. This is the beginning of the work week. Please contact me. Irish Mano of Mano's Trading, and Mr. Glenn O'Brien, would you please get in touch with me? Or your mom, who owns a security company, I wouldn't mention the name, but please get in touch with me, because the public will hear what you all did. I said, I'm not afraid, you know. But one thing I will tell you, if you decide to send a letter, defamation of character, or you want to sue me because a program being aired on Synergy, let me tell you something, be very careful, you know. I here for the people, you know. I just do spiritual work, and I have a team of lawyers who will eat all like piranha. And when all are done, all will pay my legal fees. Because doing injustice to people, I am totally against that. Because if somebody do the same thing to all you, or worse, all I wouldn't like it. So this is the platform. When you can't get justice by the police, come to Saieed. When your neighbor bust your head and you go in the station and they're taking you on, come to Saieed. I just deal with things differently. Viewers, we are going for a short break, but stay locked on. This is Real Talk. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali, consultant and investor businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. I do apologize for the coughing. It's the Sahara dust in the air. And for those of you that suffers from when Sahara dust is in the air, please get your ventilators checked. Make sure you have your ventilating puff and take heed of what is going on, because there's a lot of Sahara dust presently in the air. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night, Saieed.
Go right ahead, sir.
Well, the people who commit rape and things like that, and they are convicted, they are talking about people who's convicted, not accused.
Mm-hmm.
Once they are convicted and they serve their time and they come out in the United States and know about, not in Trinidad, I don't know if it's happening here, they put up in every precinct in the 52 states,
yes,
they have your picture up there.
Yes.
Any state you decide to go and live,
yes, they know about you.
The residents know you are so and so and so, and this is what you did. If they don't want you in the neighborhood, you're out. It's a difficult life to live if you're a rapist or somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Very difficult. You have to leave and go where people don't know you, because they mark you in all the police stations for the safety of the girls and the children in the area when that person is around. In Trinidad, I don't know where Sophia Choate say that for. She's a lawyer, a big-time lawyer. I don't know why she says something like that. Once you are convicted, as far as I'm concerned, let the public know, hey, look, this fella coming inside a Pierrot to live by Saieed Ali, watch him, he's so and so and so.
Mm-hmm.
And you alert the people. And this thing with you and Faik Mohammed there,
mm-hmm.
I think Faik, the fella I knew him, he would have come and meet you the next day and say, boy, look, listen, Saieed, boy, we are getting no money to do so and so and so. I will try and get a gang to come and clean it, right?
Exactly.
And that would have sound better.
Yes.
Than to go by neighbor and make confusion or kind of thing.
But I tell you, caller, hear this now. The worst thing was to say, Allah, don't highlight that, you know.
Why, you don't want the people to see what's bad in the area? No, man, Faik, man, come on, I know you better than that, man. Go on, meet Saeed and say, boy, listen, let me try and get a gang and let me try and clean out it. Let me see what we could do for you. All right? Saeed, have a nice night, boy.
Thank you, my friend. You see, when you want to climb in position, when you want to climb up the ladder, especially in the public domain, your service is to the public. You're not a private citizen anymore. Saieed Ali realized from the time I launched this show on national television, it will be viewed local and regional. And I understand that people would want to run through my life with a fine-teeth comb. I know my family will be targeted. But I just tell my wife, and my wife does tell me, we are Muslims. And the day we die, however our death comes, that is the way Almighty God have ordained it. My wife is not afraid to die. Neither am I. Neither am I. You see, I will tell her something. It have people who will run from death. And it have people who will acknowledge that one day they have to die. Whether you're wearing a jacket and tie like me, or you're wearing a normal short pants and a jersey, you acknowledge you have to die. I know from the time I on national television, and people seeing me, I know they would want to know, who is this man? Who is this man? Where this man come from? How he so bold? How he so brave? One man alone with all that mouth? Hey, Trinidad is a lovely place. It's a lovely place. But you see the people? You see the people? It's a sad thing. Oh, before I forget. All I want to see what's going on in Venezuela? Guys, run the videos. Let the public know what's going on in Venezuela.
This is what happens to aid destined for Venezuela. Casualties and panic. A convoy of vital supplies set on fire.
The dynamic has changed. It now feels very hostile. You see these people. And the Venezuelan military are responding with firing tear gas.
Some crossed into Colombia to help, risking it all. Trying to turn Maduro's military. More than 20 soldiers did desert their posts, a loyal bloc that looks a little more vulnerable now.
Now listen this. The United States is providing $56 million in additional assistance to nearly 3.4 million Venezuelans who have fled Venezuela due to the economical and political crisis. Now listen to this, viewers. Over the weekend there, aid have been going in to Venezuela through Guaido and his people, through the US, and through other countries that are assisting Venezuela. But you know what happened? The Maduro government have blocked off. He have blocked off entrance to Venezuela. So the aids could not get to the people of Venezuela. And what you saw there on television just now was what took place over the weekend. Trailers of cargoes were burnt. They were burnt down to ashes. Food, medical supplies were burnt on trailers so that it could not enter into Venezuela for the Venezuelan people. Now, when I saw this, come back to me, guys. When I saw this, it reminded me of our present Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Rowley. Why did my thoughts run on him? Remember when they had the flooding in Greenville recently? And outside countries was willing to assist the people of Trinidad and Tobago. What did he say? We don't need help. Remember that? That is the present thing that Maduro is doing presently right now. The very same thing. That is facts. So I want you all to understand that. Come back to me, guys. We have less than a minute. Remember that. What Maduro is doing, he is not acknowledging help is coming in, and the people want it. When Trinidadians not too long ago had a big flood, and people wanted supplies, and they need it, and outside countries was assisting with me. No, we don't need it. Something wrong with these world leaders, you know. Something wrong with these leaders. I am telling you. Something wrong. Viewers, we are out of time for tonight. But do join me tomorrow night at 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. for Real Talk with Saieed Ali on Synergy TV. Remember, you can like us on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube. Viewers, be safe and good night.